Hi, I'm Ren.
I'm Sam.
I'm Tosh.
And we're the T-Swift sisters.
Welcome back to the T-Swift Sisters podcast, a Taylor Swift fan podcast for Swifties by Swifties. In today's episode, we are officially kicking off season 3 together, as you can see. So we're going to guide you into season 3, recap some of the stuff that you may have missed at the end of season 2, or I guess we missed since we were the ones offline and on a very, very, very extended vacay from TSS Pod. So I'm personally happy to be back, whether or not we've had a absolutely long and exhausting day, which I think we all need a very Taylor-inspired cocktail after we get done with this and wrap this up. But I think with that, we are ready to kick off season 3.
Let's go.
For the first time this season, here's this week's Swift Scoop. I don't know if we'll be able to use that audio. It'll be able to be used like when we're recording together. I don't know yet. So our listeners are going to have to find out if we're going to be able to use that when we do pod via Zoom. Yeah. So you guys will just have to work with us this season. We're going to be some episodes this way, this kind of setup, some on Zoom.
And I think we should say why. Because before I was living in North Carolina.
Yeah, I was going to get there. Okay. Yes, and go for it.
A big change since the end of season 2 to now is that I moved back to Florida. And so we're going to be able to record like this, kind of like be live a little more, which is so exciting. I'm still not, in Miami, but I'm a drive away.
Close enough. You're back in our home state.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's amazing that you're back. So thank you.
Welcome back, Tosh.
Yeah. Thank you for coming back solely for the purpose of this podcast.
Yeah,
that's us. Thank you.
Our listeners were like, we need something better. So this is what we're giving them.
We need in-person content. And I gave it
coming
to you.
back. Yeah. So thank you for coming back to Florida. We did. I guess that is a great place to start about how much things have changed since we wrapped season 2. I left my job of over 5 years. I had been there for 5 years. I started with a new company. So big change. And that kind of happened literally, I think, 2 weeks after we wrapped. So that's a little bit why we're a little delayed this year in terms of starting off the season. Natasha moved. It was a huge move from North Carolina to Florida. That's not something to just kind of, brush over. It's a very, very big life move because you're picking up from where you're living, moving to a new state, and then starting a new job as well.
Right.
I started a new job. Natasha's cats are playing with our equipment and just bear with us. And Sammy also started a new job this year.
Yeah.
It's just been a big change for all of us. Samantha's literally on her last drips of energy.
We've had a day, you guys. We've had a TSS pod.
A TSS pod. When we recorded some content today and I was calling it the T-Swift Sisters pod, season 3 symposium. I truly think that today has been a symposium. It has been absolutely off the walls. We recorded some footage for season 3. We but did a photo shoot to announce season 3 and edited and posted those. Mm-hmm. We took photos for our season 3 cover, just
tested out the in-person equipment.
We got basically a whole new setup this year. I think literally if I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that are in this room right now are new podcast equipment for season 3. So it's a pretty big deal.
It's worth it though. We got great content.
Amazing content. I think you guys are going to truly love the videos of us together, which is it's hard because you're going to love them so much because you get to see how we are in person, but you are going to have to still take in our traditional pod videos of Zoom just because logistics, life, happiness and pursuit of happiness, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. So the powers that be are dictating that. And you know what? At least we're here together.
Yeah. So
Very
Cheers
grateful
to
for that.
that.
Thank you for opening your home to us this weekend, Tosh.
of course.
So we could kick off season 3.
Thanks, hostess.
But I think with that, let's kind of talk about the end of Eras Tour Europe, just things that went down this summer after we wrapped, and like kind of where we are in Swiftie-landia right now, like everything leading up to now. So we're like mid to end September when we're recording this. I'm sure you guys are going to see this soon, if not like beginning of October.
Yeah.
And once these things come out and we kind of get resettled again, we'll start back on a regular schedule with things. What's going on? We have this new like sound equipment that allows us to play things for you guys. So like a little applause.
What was that?
Natasha's cats are literally being the most today.
Sucks, bro.
This is exactly what's going to happen when we record together
The best part
this
is
way.
that they were fine all day until like right now.
No, literally, like the catnip hit, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, if they eat, will they be okay?
But then you hear they're really loud when they eat.
Jesus Christ. That's
Okay,
not
let's
good for
keep
my
going. Let's keep
phobia.
going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep on keeping on. Stop looking at our stuffed socks. Okay.
I hope you're
Okay, but you're the reason.
Applause.
Okay, so the Kelsey Brothers account, apparently Travis Kelsey created like his own line of frozen barbecue foods.
Okay.
And it's like, I think it has been a thing previously, is like what
Okay.
it kind of seemed like, but it's now going to be released in groceries nationwide in the freezer section. I guess I said that because they're frozen foods.
Yeah.
So I think, and they also have like a beer. I don't know much about the beer thing, but we love beer.
Yeah,
So
we're here for that.
yeah, I think we can do like a little food review.
Let's do it.
If anybody's in Florida and sees the Travis Kelsey frozen foods at like a Publix or something, let us know, and like let us know where in Florida.
Yeah.
Not that we are going to be willing to like drive
Drive.
to Tallahassee, especially because we're Gators. So like that ends there. But just let us know like if you spot it in Florida, so we can kind of figure out and do like a review and let you guys know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Because you know we stand Travis in this house, number 87. So,
Savvy.
yeah. So moving on, right when we wrapped, I guess moving on, let's jump forward to European eras where everything kind of ended up when we wrapped season 2. And I think where we start is right after the end of season 2 was the cancellation of the Vienna shows. Really, really sad time for Swifties. Austria is where Vienna is, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Really, really sad time for the city of Vienna, for Austria as a whole, for Taylor Swift. I guess just like quick recap, there was, I guess some information came out, was circulating, a verified attack was going to take place. We can just say there was a threat to the concert goers, to Taylor. So Taylor and her team had to make the decision to cancel the shows.
Right.
Really sad, really scary as 3 girls who traveled to LA
Yeah.
to go to a completely different city to see the show. You know, like that's the last thing that you want to happen, the last thing that you would expect to happen.
Right.
It's money, it's time. But from the outside looking in, you have to be, not saying anybody involved, but like, I hope that people understand that it was the right decision to cancel the show,
Absolutely.
because we are in so much of a better place now knowing that nobody was injured, nothing happened to anybody, and like all that happened was that you couldn't go to the show.
Right.
Versus if something happened, which they confirmed was going to happen, we would be having a much different conversation right now.
Yeah.
So
It's sad to have to miss a concert that you like were looking forward to so much, but it would have been way worse to like lose lives. And
Yeah.
so
yeah,
that wouldn't have been worth it.
And
Yeah.
knowing how much the concert culture has changed because of Eras Tour, there's so many extra people that attend outside the venue. It brings a whole bigger crowd. That would have been catastrophic
Right.
beyond, anything that happened prior to. So it really was the best decision. And I think everyone had a good understanding of that. You know, everyone kind of agreed. So, yeah, just moving forward.
I hope those who were like directly affected in terms of like couldn't go to the show or like that was the only show that they were going to go to. I hope that you like find some peace, that they essentially helped protect you at the end of the day, and that the time will come that maybe you get to experience it again. And maybe that time is even better than what the original time was going to be. Obviously, for us, we're in a very different situation because we were not directly affected by it. So I do want to emphasize empathy and say, like, we understand how difficult it is, how much it stinks. I mean, like, not even close, but when Loverfest was canceled for COVID, like, that sucked.
Yeah. And that wasn't even like,
Exactly.
like you said.
And it's something that we still talk about 4 years later. And like, obviously COVID was a very big thing. It affected a lot of lives. It was a different level of things. Like, they're not in the same categories, but the end result of the cancellation of the shows was ultimately the same. And it sucks. Like, that's planning, that's money. We were going to travel to Boston to go see the show. So like, you know, we were affected by that as well. But yeah, so that was pretty somber. Not a great way to kick off season 3, but you know, it is. Yeah. Swiftylandia. That's what's going on there now. So jump forward to the London shows. Everything was absolutely amazing in London.
Epic.
Crazy. Epic is a great word for that. London showed up and showed out fully again. Like, wow, London was almost the LA of the European shows.
I like that comparison.
True.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, so I love that. I love to see it. I know you in particular were deeply saddened by Florence and the Machine joining Taylor Swift on stage to close out the London shows and sing Florida in London, United Kingdom.
I know.
Not even the US of A. So how do you feel? Like, talk to us about that.
I'm biased. I just wanted her in Miami, honestly. I mean, she's amazing. So I was hoping that we would get a chance to see her when we get tickets, not if.
Yeah, I guess one of the things that we have to catch you guys up on about season 3 is that we still don't have tickets to the Eras Tour in Miami, but
update.
Not much has changed.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little more. We'll elaborate a little more, if you will. Yes, but let's backtrack to Florence. Were you even expecting this? Like, was this something that was even crossed your mind?
No, it was not on my bingo card.
Okay.
But you know what? London deserves it. They're amazing. Kudos to them. It makes sense now looking back. It needed to be iconic, and Florence was there. She's iconic. So
yeah. How do you feel about it?
I was surprised, and I just wonder if that means that we're not going to get Florida as a surprise song. Like, I wonder if now that's like off our bingo card, or if like that still might happen because Florida.
Okay.
I see that. I wonder if Florence and the Machine now does a Haim, Phoebe Bridgers, X, Y, and Z, and shows up. I mean, the North America shows are what? Miami, Indianapolis, and New Orleans, and then Canada, and that's it. The tour's over. Yeah. Like, who's to say that? I mean, Florence and the Machine is to say, but who's to say that they
aren't going to be like a guest in the Miami
in those,
days?
Not in the Miami days, or like even just the rest of the North America tour. Maybe that was kicking that off.
True.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're saying like maybe it'll start up again with Florence.
Yeah, but I do think, and like I will die on this hill, because everybody's like, why would she do that? She's going to Miami. And I'm like, literally the premise of the song Florence is about leaving wherever you are and going to Florida. So she's leaving London and Europe and going to Florida.
We had this conversation. This is news to Natasha.
We already know Natasha doesn't pay attention.
I do sometimes.
This is her first
I have the attention span of a squirrel.
Everything is news to Tosh.
But doesn't that make sense?
It does. It does.
Doesn't that make
That's
sense?
how you talked me off the ledge. I was like, okay, of course it needed to happen before
Yeah,
Miami,
she
so
literally says, like, take me
can't
to
complain.
Florida.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's so, when you really sit down and think about it, like, it's so on brand
Yeah.
for Taylor Swift. Like, that is the most Taylor Swift thing that she could have done.
Yeah.
More than announce Reputation TV, which we thought,
Oh my God.
we did think that she was going to announce it. We did clown for it.
When are we not clowning for it?
No, literally.
question.
Although I will say, the both of you clowned for Rep TV at the VMAs. I really
absolutely.
wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't board that train
Do
at all.
you blame us?
I don't blame you because I'm the first one
And I was
to.
surprised you didn't.
But I
That was,
really,
like, the
I
one time.
literally
I know.
even went to bed. I was like,
I
you
would-
can let me know if it's going to happen. Like, I
Yeah.
knew it wasn't going to
Yeah.
happen.
I was about to say we stayed to the end and we
did.
really thought we were like on the edge of our seats. Oh my God, it's about okay. No, actually it's
there
nothing.
there was literally no like
Nothing.
inkling in me that was giving. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like at the point where I have no thoughts or feelings about Rep TV anymore.
When it happens,
Oh
it
my-
happens.
Yeah, like at this point, I am literally there will
We're
be no
numb.
explanation. There will just be reputation,
Yeah.
like because that's what it is. That's what I've accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
honestly.
we're numb to it at this point. We've
Yeah.
clowned too long.
Yeah.
No expectations, no disappointments.
No
So we're only gonna be
expectations,
happy.
just reputations.
Love it. That's how it goes.
Are we moving away from topic of London shows because I have one final comment on it.
Go
Please.
for it, please.
And I'm surprised it wasn't brought up.
Okay.
But Paramore finally performed Decode.
Oh my
And
god.
My day was
would.
made.
You had to have been around since season 1 to know the
True.
the backstory of Decode,
Our
but
true fans
Decode.
know.
True.
Decode.
Decode. That's I'm gonna name my first child Decode.
Dakota.
But yes, Paramore did finally play it.
Yep. Yep.
How did you feel about that?
It was a full circle moment. I felt like, we discussed it early on in the beginning of our pod, and they've obviously been listening.
True.
And this was that final sign. We hear you, we see you, T Swift sisters. This one's for you.
It's true.
It's the second sign because they had the word in TTPD in the Tortured Poets Department song. Taylor
They
said,
or
sorry.
Taylor?
Taylor said, sorry, not they. Taylor had the word decode in it, so that was our first sign. And
Okay.
then now this is sign number 2.
We have had other signs that she listens to the pod.
Yeah, that's what I thought
There
you were
had-
getting at.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking about decode signs.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. That's good. I mean, maybe the decode signs are that she's confirmed listening, but that she's listening, she's showing her tour mates about it, and that they've been listening since season 1. Because it's not just that she's listening. Like I just said a few minutes ago, you have to have been a season 1 listener to know the backstory about Decode.
Shout out if you know the story. Let's see our other Decode fans. I like how you say it.
Decode. Decode. Is that like a Hispanic thing?
No, I think decode is fine.
Okay, I'm asking you because
No,
that's
decode
your
is
profession.
fine to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to know.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so let's jump forward. This episode is not going to be super long. It almost sounded like I was about to say like this episode is sponsored by
It's not.
nobody. We have no sponsors. So if you want to sponsor our pod, leave a comment down below, send an email, let us know, reach out, DM us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X, if you will. Yeah, reach out. I mean, we would love some season 3 sponsors. So moving right along to the Eras Tour Miami. We are officially
Oh, God.
less than a month away. Actually, in a month from now, on October 21st, the Eras Tour Miami will be over. It will have been said and done. Like, passed, bye, happened already.
Crazy.
So Natasha decided you're going to come down for the weekend.
Either way.
Either way. If not, we have Eras Tour at home.
Yep. Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2, we have Eras Tour at home. Like, I don't know. We're going. Like, I know that this is something that we frequent, and we even text it to each other. Like, we're going. There's no, like, I guess it's a manifestation
I was
thing
gonna
at this
say,
point.
yeah, it's like a daily manifestation.
Yeah. As they say on the Twitter world, Travis Kelce's School of Manifestation. Like,
Oh.
we are, I'm graduating summa cum laude this year. But let's say that after this episode wraps right now, I turn off the camera, we turn off the pod recorder, and we receive a phone call to tickets to nights 1, 2, and 3 to the Eras Tour. What are we wearing?
Ooh.
Are we, or not even, because I feel like what's going to make it harder and more realistic for this conversation is we wake up on Friday, the day that the concert starts, Friday, and we find out that we have tickets for all weekend. What are we wearing?
Ooh, lucky us.
That'd be a great problem to have.
It would be a fantastic
Figuring out
problem to have.
What to wear because we have tickets.
Are you leaning towards a new era? What do you think?
Yeah, I think I definitely want to do a new era.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I was leaning towards Speak Now or like 1989.
Okay. When did you become such a 1989 girly? Because we got in your car yesterday and you were playing 1989 and I was
had
like,
the CD in my car, okay?
I know, but like you're not a 1989 girly.
I know.
She
Like
wants
that's
to
your
fit.
like
But the
least
Vault-
favorite album.
It is. But the Vault tracks really just
The Vault tracks are superior.
Yeah.
They truly
it made
are.
me like.
Like we as a fan base moved on from them too fast.
I agree. Honestly,
Yeah.
I agree.
And you're wearing 1989 blue too. Look at
Samantha
her.
bought this, so
Look at
She's like, I
her.
don't associate.
I don't associate with this color.
So if you're going like 1989, what's the vibe?
I haven't thought that far.
Okay,
I
just
just-
era.
Era, and then
Okay, so we have 2 eras. There's 3 nights. You have Speak
you're
Now.
saying we have tickets for all 3.
We
Yes,
have tickets.
that's
We
why I
wake
said,
up on
like,
Friday
yes.
and we have tickets for all 3 nights.
Midnights would be the other.
Ooh.
Again.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I would do like maybe like the like the blue bedazzly bodysuit or something.
Okay. I've seen a lot of
Cute.
people buying this bodysuit
Yes.
online, like in an AliExpress kind of thing.
Yes. And I would think that because I wouldn't have to invest a lot of time in it.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that would be like one night done.
But the problem with AliExpress,
I'd have to order it like
you'd have to order it like now. Yeah.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is that something you're going to look into?
Maybe.
Okay.
That might be like the one outfit I get just to like if we even get one ticket, that's what I'd wear.
So if you're going Speak Now, like let's say you're going Speak Now Friday, 1989 Saturday, and Midnight Sunday, you have your Midnight's bodysuit ordered, so that's taken care of. You're tailor bounding on Friday and Saturday, like you're not costuming, you're inspiring. Like, is it going to inspire an outfit of something that you have? Like, do you have an idea of what you want to piece together?
I don't. But I would definitely think about it before the concert. Like I
Okay.
feel like in a week or two I'm gonna start thinking about it.
Okay, so when we wake up and we have these tickets, your outfits are ready to
My
go.
outfits would be ready. I wouldn't wait till weekend of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Like when I'm driving to Miami concert weekend, outfits are in the car.
They're packed.
yeah,
Okay.
They're ready.
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah.
That's
We're
a
not
good
going
way.
shopping when we're in Miami.
And
Right.
nothing to make. You're buying done.
I think so, yeah.
I agree. I'm on the same. Yeah.
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 And that way, like, if you're buying new things to put together and make an outfit, if we don't go, easily returnable
Right.
Right.
I'm not
Or
investing
repurpose
a lot
it.
of time or
or
effort.
repurpose. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Sama, your big 3?
You're up.
So I think I'll circle back to one of the first ideas I had when we first went. So the bejeweled look. Maybe I'd try
I
to
love
do
the
that
bejeweled
again.
look. I think
right?
it's absolutely iconic.
And I just remembered that I saw it in a store back when we were first shopping for our outfits. So maybe I could find something that I can just buy done.
It's
already.
definitely easier to get Taylor Swift outfits these days.
Yeah.
Right?
You can find a Taylor Swift inspired
Yeah.
anything, like even at the Dollar Tree, I think you can
Oh.
find something Taylor Swift inspired. What was I going to say? I don't know. I forgot. So just
That's
keep
okay.
going.
You buy it, done.
Yeah. So either that.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I don't
go
mean to
ahead.
cut you off. It's close to Halloween. Everybody wants to be Taylor Swift for Halloween this year.
You're
That's
so
true.
right.
That's what I keep thinking about is that it's literally 2 weeks before Halloween. So they're like, you can go to Party City probably and find something. I think they have the Karma jacket at Party City.
So that's
Spirit
another.
Halloween.
Spirit Stop. There's a Spirit Halloween at Mall of the Americas. It's
I
where
might
Old
have
Navy
to
used to
go.
be.
I might have to go. But you're saying that's another sign how it's kind of in the cards for us to go because it's easier for us to get an outfit.
Truly.
Last minute.
Continue. So you have Midnight's Bejeweled.
Midnight's
Be
Bejeweled.
purchased. You're not gonna bejewel anything yourself.
No.
You're gonna go to the store and say, that is the bejeweled outfit. I'm wearing it. Okay.
Dunzo.
Okay.
That maybe TTPD because love it. It's
Okay.
new,
Iconic.
new look. And then
And easy to put together, white and black.
easy. I know. I'm kind of sold on that idea.
Okay. Okay.
The last one would be maybe something fearless
Oh.
because I can take it back to
okay.
the curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe do something along those lines. But that's, when we get all 3 nights.
Right.
So what are the vibes for Fearless? Something that you're going to purchase somewhere too, and TTPD? We need to elaborate a little more on that.
What do you want to know?
What are your ideas for TTPD? Is it something that Taylor is are you Taylor bounding, or are you Taylor putting a costume together inspired by something Taylor's worn?
Yes, I'm more so that.
Okay.
Trying to mimic an outfit she already did.
Which is?
Give her time. She's like me, probably.
I know. Maybe the dress and jacket she wears for TTBD on set.
Love it.
And then what was my third? Fearless.
Yeah.
Can we go back to TTPD for a second?
Yes, of course.
Because this is something that I've thought about if I'm going to do TTPD at the Eras Tour. Would you do the tattoos on your face?
No, I was literally going to bring that up.
Because the answer for me, to be honest, the answer for me is yes.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
I think it could be a sleigh.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you can slay it, it can be a sleigh. If you are not artistic enough to do it, it is not a sleigh. Do not attempt.
I fully encourage it.
For others.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not for herself. She's not talking about herself.
Well, I mean, I can't do it on myself, but
would you let Natasha and I do it? Be honest.
Natasha does not look confident enough to do it on my face, so I'm going to just say it's all on you.
Oh God, you would let me do it? I don't think I would trust myself.
I need like 5 days of practice.
I would let you do it. I would.
Okay. I thank you for having that trust and faith in me.
Yeah, I would let you do it.
I appreciate that. I think I would do it if I could buy the temporary tattoos on Etsy.
Oh, I can do that.
for
like I'll hold the cotton ball to your head with the water.
Yeah, I thought you wanted me to hand draw this. Like
I was thinking, I had a few ideas. Like I wasn't, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I guess that's a plan B if you can't find the temporary
That's
tattoos.
what I'm
of
not
the
doing.
tattoos.
I'm not drawing it by hand.
Oh, so I'm not going to ask you to draw the 13 on my hand then.
No, that's why I got us tattoos. Thank you.
Which you can get at Target, by the way, and we
Yeah.
talked about that in season 2.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. What
okay,
else?
Fearless. We can move on from TTPD now.
I would just pick any dress that she wore.
Like the gold.
And
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then just curl the hair.
Okay, you can use my little gold hair stars that I wore for Fearless in LA.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I still have them. And they're
Aw.
very cute. I was going to ask you, if you did speak now, would you do your hair curly?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
And probably just like a purple dress vibe.
So like inspired.
Yeah.
Okay. 1989 was inspired, or
I don't know what I would
costume?
do for 1989 yet.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I think I see you doing more so Speak Now than 1989.
I do
I would.
agree.
1989 would be my third night. Like, if I got
So you're
tickets to
ranking
Friday,
them.
Like if
Saturday.
you got tickets on Sunday to Sunday and you had to do 1989, that's what you're saying?
Like if
Last
I had,
minute.
like if I had tickets to 2 of the nights, it wouldn't be 1989. 1989 wouldn't make the cut. If I
Yeah,
had
Okay.
tickets
I
to
figured
3
that.
nights, 1989.
If
would
you had
probably
tickets
make
for
the
one
cut.
night, what would it be? Speak now.
It would be Speak Now. Yeah.
And you?
Ooh, that's tough.
2 nights and then 1 night.
2 nights, midnights, and 2 TPD.
Okay.
One night.
Slay.
Maybe midnight.
Okay.
I love that.
I love the
like
Bejeweled look.
midnight.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of I missed that idea, so I kind of want to revisit it.
Yeah.
I think it's time we ask Ren. Ren, what
Boom,
is
boom,
your
boom.
costume plan? I know you haven't thought about it.
At
Not even a
all.
little.
She's so behind
Yeah.
on planning.
No, first of all, if you follow me on TikTok, you literally already know what I'm working on. But obviously, one of my outfits is Reputation. I purchased a one-legged bodysuit. Like I literally found it from Jesus Christ himself. In the clearance rack at Marshall's. Like I pulled it out and I was like, there's literally no way. And it already had one leg. And like
That's insane.
I think the craziest part about it is that the one leg is the
right, like
is the
it's
right
correct
leg
one.
for the
It's matching
bodysuit.
one, yeah.
My
The
gosh.
only thing is that it's like sports bra-esque at the top, whereas Taylor's is like obviously like a mesh thing.
Yeah.
So I purchased said mesh thing to go under my own bodysuit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do have that piece. I haven't that's like the last piece that I have to work on. So I guess moving forward a little bit, I am costume instead of inspired. Like I'm full out going costume. I've started like applying all the snakes. I'm going to start rhinestoning soon. But yeah, so that I was originally going to sew them together. And the second piece I'm not going to sew it together because it's so thin that like it doesn't show through the bodysuit on the outside. You get me?
Yeah.
So I have to do that. And then I have to cut the arm off of the turtleneck thing. And I think that's terrifying me. Like it's so funny that removing a sleeve is scaring me more than literally ironing the snakes on the actual bodysuit itself. Like I'm terrified to do it. I haven't brought myself to do it yet. So yeah, I'm working on that. So I guess if I had tickets for one night, it would be the rep bodysuit because like I'm in right now. Like I'm just
committed.
full
In
throttle.
deep, yep.
Yeah, I'm in deep at this point with that. So Reputation for one night.
You had tickets for 2 nights.
I know. Well, I have tickets for 2 nights now. What is the word that hypothetically? Hypothetically. I'm so glad that you have that Taylor Swift Eras tour over there so that I could look at it.
True.
So I've already done Fearless. I will now be doing Reputation. I've really, really wanted to do Lover. That is like something that I've been very set on. I love the Lover era. It's one of my favorite albums. I have, when we were just discussing the Loverfest, I have the gems that they sold that matched like Taylor on the album around her eye.
So I had them too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to use them when I did Lover and they didn't stick anymore.
No,
Because I've had them for so long.
I feel like though you could use like eyelash glue
True,
and
true.
they'd stick.
Yeah. But that's why I got those other gems from Amazon. The colored ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thank you. So I bought those for the Loverfest in 2020 and I never used them obviously. And I never went as the Lover era because I couldn't find something that worked. I originally wanted to do the Lover bodysuit, but then now I'm just like so full, like in deep with the Reputation bodysuit that the Lover bodysuit will not happen. Like I don't have the time. I would love to do something Lover though. So I feel like if I did do Lover, it would be Lover inspired.
Yeah. Which is easy to do.
It is easy to do, and I do have that top thing that I bought at Marshall's again on clearance. You know me. That's
Jesus
giving,
Christ himself.
that's giving the Lover flags at the opening of the Eras tour.
I forgot you
remember.
bought
The clamshell things. Yeah, I love that top.
I remember that top.
I love that top. It is a little. It's like a corset-esque.
Yes.
So. If you have tickets to the Hard Rock Stadium, you've never been to Miami or you've never been inside the Hard Rock Stadium, it is literally sweltering heat. Like, prepare for like the apocalypse in there. Like, it is that hot. I think it might be too tight. Like, not like too tight that I get hot.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not that person. I like to be very cozy and like fan on me at all times.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I digress. It'll be Lover inspired.
Yeah. Love that.
And then for the third night, I might go for the third night. I guess this is like, this is third night. So if I have tickets for 2 nights, this is not getting included. But I think I might do what I was going to do for the last night in LA. So my Taylor Swift debut, Fearless World Tour t-shirt with like the butterflies in my hair. Very debut, casual.
Right. No TTPD in there?
I wanted to do TTPD. I did. I thought about it.
Okay.
But I think I'd rather do Lover first.
Noted. I'm glad above all that Reputation is in the mix.
Thanks, Queen. And I love that the 3 of us really like, we're not overlapping really.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I know. I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, we didn't overlap for LA.
No.
Yeah.
You and I, we both did Midnights.
For the other day. Yeah.
Or no, you didn't you do Lover?
No, it was,
For LA.
It was Midnights?
It was Midnights because it was that like
The jacket.
bedazzled jacket.
Okay,
sequin,
okay.
Black and rainbow.
It was
thing.
originally going to be Lover.
It was, yes.
Okay.
Then it
Okay,
wasn't.
okay. Slay.
And
I
then
love
did
it.
Lover
Love is for
LA.
us.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you never did Folklore or like Evermore.
Yeah. It's like
Fit wise.
it's the fits are like too different and too like hot.
Mhm.
I feel
I get
like,
that.
for
Yeah,
a
because it's supposed to be
concert.
like winter-esque.
Yeah, like they just don't give like concert in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, literally like
Or LA.
going back to Miami Hard Rock Eras Tour October. October is not a cool month here. It
Nope.
is not fall. Do not wear something that you are like, oh, fall cutesy, very, very cutesy, very. It is not demure. It will not be demure. You will be the opposite of demure. Like, it is like 8,000 degrees inside that stadium. It is true.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think that's like the biggest takeaway of whatever you wear. And like we have been saying it since season 1, like go comfy.
Wear sneakers.
Yeah.
Or just comfy shoes.
Yeah. Like go comfy, cute, like rock out as much as you want to, but like still make sure that your like blood and airflow can circulate. And I like really mean that for Miami.
I almost passed out leaving rep.
Yeah. That was
Because
in
it was-
August. But it was, it's probably the same.
And I wasn't even wearing like long sleeves
No, you
or
were wearing
anything.
a dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just the crowd.
And it was raining, wasn't it? Or no?
I
It was
don't
not
think
raining,
So,
no.
Oh, never mind.
It was not.
Incorrect.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Bad memory.
Doesn't pay attention, doesn't remember. We love you. Things that we're looking forward to for season 3. What do we think? I went with you first for costumes, so I'll go to Sama
You
first.
should go first.
You go first.
Oh.
What are you looking
Things that
forward
we're
to the
looking forward
most?
to.
I'm the one that
Season
asked the
3.
In
question.
season 3.
Things that I'm gonna do a mix of like things that I hope for and things that I'm looking forward to.
Okay, that's allowed.
I guess like it's gonna end up more being hope for, I think, because looking forward to Miami Eras Tour. But maybe like even if we don't get tickets, like Miami goes full out for the Eras Tour and we still get to experience something
Yeah.
of the Eras Tour.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to that. I'm
And
looking
it could be
forward.
like a girls' weekend anyway, like a Taylor
Right,
girls' weekend.
right. Like I said, if not, we have Taylor Swift. We have the Eras Tour at home.
Right.
I will perform the Reputation set for you guys in my bodysuit.
Oh
my
gosh.
So looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Eras Tour coming back and like getting to witness, not in like a good way, but like in a just like the end of the Eras Tour.
Yeah.
Because obviously like when we started this pod season 1, Eras Tour was just being announced and we were prepping for it. And then season 2 was like the aftermath of us going to the Eras and it continuing. And now we have season 3 where the Eras Tour is actually finally coming to an end.
Crazy when
Yeah.
you put it that way.
Yeah, it's kind of really sad.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to seeing what happens and looking forward to like Taylor's journey after the fact and where that's going to take our podcast and like, you know, life. So that
You have something to say?
it's almost time for dinner. We're almost wrapping up, Mac, please. And I think I'm going to like maybe manifest that we get some really good sponsors this year. Like maybe our
Yay.
podcast grows. Maybe we have really good listener interaction, like, you know, just development and growth of the podcast. Does Mac want to go next?
What are you looking forward to in season 3? All right. He said his dinner.
True. Okay. Who wants
Tosh,
to go next?
what are you looking forward to the most?
I think I'd have to agree with what you said about eras ending. Like you said, not looking forward to it, but wanting to see like what memories we make, like those like reels and those TikToks of like all those concert moments and like everything that we've like shared as like a fandom and like as a community. That's going to be really cool.
Right.
Just looking forward to also just having more guests and getting to record more in person because this is
True.
like really
That's
fun.
what I was going to say.
Well, I said it first. So
I meant to too.
yeah, so that's going to be like exciting.
Yeah, like more nights like this.
Right. Yeah, that
Love it. Next.
you're up.
Last but certainly not least.
Thank you. Well,
This is my NPR voice. Do you like it?
I love it. Ask the viewers at home. Do you like it?
Do you like it?
Do you like our,
That was like so
Natasha's
creepy.
face.
That was like so like Halloween creepy. Like, do you like it? Do you looking into the camera? Like,
Say yes.
our listeners are gonna see a whole new side of us. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
this is already so different from all the pods that we've done in the past.
Well,
So-
that leads me into my answer.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
Looking
Okay,
forward
Sammy,
to
okay. Sammy, what are you looking forward to season 3?
this. I'm looking forward to doing this. You're gonna see and hear our ugly laughs now. Doing more pods like this, in this way where we can sit together and talk as we usually do together.
yeah.
We're Yap and Gab. What else am I looking forward to? More guests. That's going to be fun. And seeing what we cover, like we've focused so much on Eras Tour. I feel like that was almost like a pod project. That was like our focus, right? So what's going to be that new thing that we focus on, that we're constantly looking for updates on? We're tracking it. We're keeping in tune with the latest news. So I'm excited to see what's in store for us in the Swiftie community.
It's giving Twisters. When you were saying that, like I was just
Tracking
thinking,
it. Oh my God.
tracking it and seeing where it's going and how big
In
it's
the eye
getting.
of the storm.
We're the concert hunters.
I think with that, it's going to be like the end of Eras Tour. Once Eras Tour finishes, I'm thinking TS12, the rest of the re-records,
Yep.
the development of the relationship of Taylor and Travis.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be crazy. Like, I don't think that the Eras Tour, and I think people have asked me this, like, oh, when Taylor Swift stops the Eras Tour, like, what is your podcast going to be about? And it's like, first of all, listen to our podcast.
True.
Because then you would
It's
know
not like the Eras
that,
Tour podcast.
yeah, we don't only just talk about the Eras Tour, it's Taylor Swift news. But, I mean, Taylor Swift is literally the biggest celebrity in the world right now. So I'm glad that we get to have a very, 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 very small
ASMR
piece of
version.
that. Small piece of that.
Yeah.
Like we do play a very, very small part in that puzzle because we are Swifties and we have this little pod and we have you guys and
And truly, if it wasn't for people like us, like, like she is who she is because of people like us.
Yeah.
yeah, because of
And
her
because of her
crazy
talent, of
super
course, but-
fans
Yeah.
that are absolutely obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Not us.
No, don't know him.
Can't
Us
relate.
in all of our Taylor Swift clothes and merch and whatever. But yeah, so I think season 3 is going to be a really fun year.
Yep.
I hope you guys stick around for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Otherwise,
We'll see.
it's just you and the cats.
Actually, just like a little quick before we jump off, the Yap and Gab show. I kind of like that.
Me too.
Yep and Gab.
The Yap and Gab show. When we're no longer the T Swift sisters, or when you're tired of calling us the T Swift sisters, you can call us the Yap and Gabs.
That could be the name of our fans. We were trying to figure it
Oh
out.
my god! What would it like?
The yappers,
Our
and
yappers?
yappers and gabbers.
Yappers and gappers.
Yeah.
That's
the Gabbers,
cutie.
maybe? I don't know. It doesn't
Maybe they
sound
have
like,
suggestions. If you have an idea of what's a good
like
Like
viewer,
Like
fan
listener,
name,
yeah,
name,
listener
drop it in
name.
the comments.
We were trying to figure it out today, and we can't come up with something that rolls off the tongue. So
yeah.
But that's what you guys are here for. So
Yeah, and I think
let us know.
I really hope that like in season 3 our listeners do get more involved. Comment on our videos, talk to us, please. We love talking to you guys. It's fun and it helps us like develop ideas and things for the podcast. Like, oh, okay, our listeners don't really like when we talk about Reputation Taylor's version. So what else are we going to talk about this week? But like also our listeners love when we clown over Reputation Taylor's version because they don't feel alone. So let's keep talking about that this week. So like things like that, let us know what you want to hear, what you expect from us, what you want to see this season. Like we had our expectations and our visions for season 3. Let us know what your expectations and your visions for our season 3 are. And, maybe we can find somewhere in the middle where we all meet. But I think the cats are deciding that it's that time. It really is. Yeah. All right. So before we jump off, I guess that'll do it for this week's pod. Before we jump off, please remember to give us a follow. We are at T Swift Sisters Pod on Instagram and TikTok, at T Swift Sisters on Twitter/X. If you do follow us on Twitter/X, you will see us literally begging for Taylor Nation's attention. So just mind your business when we do that. I hope you guys can hear the cats. I love the paw. Like, hello, can you get off?
I got you.
Literally? Okay.
Oh my God.
But I think with that, we are officially signing off. So we will see you.
Bye.